I was just coming over here to do this, and almost as like a direct rebuttal. It's kind of a rainy, cloudy, overcast day, mild temperatures, and there's a break in showers. And so, what time to mow? Um, that grass, how dare it grow just a little bit? And people are out there with their mowers. Got to mow the grass. It's gotten too long. And I see some, I don't know what it is, but people shred whatever's in their yard. They don't pick up before they mow. They just, yeah, it'll disperse. And yeah, that looks good. So anyway, I just thought it was kind of comical, sad, comical. After my little, not that anything that I do really matters all that much. I don't have any delusion of any sort of value, grandeur, relevance in the social scheme of things. I am just a single entity. But maybe somewhere, somehow, it matters. I just pretend like that. It helps me to continue to exist. That whatever I don't know now is okay. I just keep doing whatever it is I'm doing to the best of my ability on any given day. And yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks to be self-aware and self-conscious of all these things, because I think most people don't think or consider all these things or look at it too deep, or maybe if they do, they don't focus on it for that long, because they have all these other things that require their attention. Family members, friends, social groups, um, social media. There are a lot of things vying and competing for attention all the time, and they don't have time to like really reflect or think about themselves or their place in the universe, or what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they feel about it. What do they think about how they feel about it? How do they feel about what they think about it? Whereas, fortunately or unfortunately, I do. And it's a blessing and it's a curse. But somehow, I make it work. Not well, mind you, but it does work somehow. And I'm not going to call it magic. And I even manage to have fun sometimes, but no one would know it, and don't tell anybody. These little adventures that I go on, they're private matters, and no one knows about them but me, and no one's there to witness or observe. I mean, people may see me out in the world on the visible spectrum, but they don't know my story. They don't know me. I am just a figment, a phantom, a ghost, and I am unremembered, unremarkable. At least I hope so. Except for the few people that I can scare sometimes, because people wear their headphones out there and they don't hear me coming, and I don't broadcast or announce myself very loudly. I'm kind of quiet, and I can spook people, and it's not my intention, but and I think they hear me sometimes, and it's like, nope, they don't, and they just jump, and it's like, wow, and it scares me. So it's like, if there is an afterlife, it's like I'm getting some good practice now, um, and yeah, it can be frustrating, the things that people notice and the things that they don't notice. So practice for the incorporeal existence while still corporeal. Um, it's interesting. Corporeality, surreality, unreality. Yeah. So anyway, I'm preheating the oven to make some food and making a pot of coffee for this evening into this morning. Um, I slept during the day and slept okay, I think. And I did a fair amount of writing yesterday and recently enough that I feel that I've let go of some things that I've been holding on to, I guess, a little bit. Um, and this other recent thing, it's like I just don't know how to feel about it. And I made the mistake of investigating um, a little bit into last spring to see what was going on then. Like, how did they meet? What was the conversation like? And I saw what was there available to look at. I didn't like what I saw. Um, I don't understand what I saw. I don't get the context. I don't get what was being requested, what was being asked for and required and hoped for in the conversation. Maybe just passing friendship, passing acknowledgement of somebody else somewhere far away doing the same thing. But then the one person wanted more, and the other person was willing or able to give. And so that kind of separated. And it's like, who knows? But they've come back. They never went away. They just go quiet. And they're requesting attention, and they miss them. And yeah. So I feel somewhat irrelevant, unwanted. That, it's like I hang out and yeah. But it just, yeah. So I don't. They self-report that they don't know what they want, and I did try to go away in November because I got discouraged enough to just be done, um, and that didn't work out. Um, it's like I didn't like it, and they didn't like it. And I seemed to like fight for my survival after having, and it's like it was only a day or two, and I didn't really do anything except for disconnect and detach and from social media, you know, unfriending, and wow, I didn't realize people. It's like I don't really care too much or place too much importance or significance on social media. Um, you know, so it's when people do things that I don't understand, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't get it. It's like she herself deactivated her entire Facebook account one time for a couple days. It's like, okay, I have no idea what that's about. And then came back and it was like something happened. I don't know what. And another time she's already removed her poetry account entirely, and that hasn't shown back up. I guess that's been retired. Doesn't like that information to be publicly accessible, or it was a phase, or just safer that way. Maybe that's it. Not wanting to publicly acknowledge that it exists, or have people be able to glean information that they might then therefore use to get or garner or persuade or patronize insincerely, being fake. It's like admitting, or not admitting, but telling somebody about being autistic. They can use that against me or anybody, start to be able to manipulate based on like they could do whatever research and look at how much difficulty people tend to have. That can be used as a way of, and it's not that difficult because I already have that much trouble with discerning reality, and so I tend to lean on other people without my knowledge, not always, lean on to others to help to tell me what is real, and then also what I should be paying attention to, what is important, what actually matters versus what doesn't matter. Because, a lot of times I have my own idea about what matters and what doesn't matter, and that seems to be different than what is socially acceptable as far as what matters. So that causes some friction. And I have difficulty adapting to things. But anyway, so this person, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I get a little bit, and I can respect and leave alone, but I've gotten the impression that they are a hurtful, mean, vindictive personality that is only insisting on what they want, and do not seem to respect boundaries and privacy. And I don't understand, and then therefore am hurt by my own doing. Her continued permission. You can block people. You can remove people. You don't have to let them walk all over you. And you're still following their accounts. Not even following mine. And that's like, wow. How do I don't know. It's like, just, it's like I don't even know what to read about it. And the continued not being ignored. And, it's, and it's like, I think about it, I can't help it. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. And I don't see any signs of any sort of change. Anytime I get my hopes up that, maybe something's changing on their side, and, something's happening. They just don't tell me. I am not included. I am not involved. I am not informed. Things are happening. But I don't know. I don't know anything. And do they assume that I know? And I'm just, maybe I am. I don't know. But then this person comes up and immediately just shuts them down and makes them go quiet. And it feels like whatever progress they had been making is just swept away. And there's nothing I can do about it except continue to, So maybe that's all I wanted to do, the whole friend status thing. So I'm still paying attention, but my feelings on the whole matter have changed. Obviously, I'm not, yeah. So I don't even know, which is difficult. It's that living in uncertainty, living in unknowns, guessing at reality. That's like my entire life. Trying to, and it just feels like just a simple anything would just tell me to go away. That would be the easiest thing. Tell me it's not going to happen ever, and then just go away. Just unfriend me, disconnect me. It's like that would be the best thing for me, to just disconnect, go away, and that would be a clear signal. I would understand that, and I would not come back. I would not ask questions. I would just disappear, and it wouldn't be any responsibility on them. Whatever happens to me, whatever doesn't happen to me, it'd probably be, better for me in the long run. Put me out of my misery, or allow me to pursue something else. someone else, become what somebody else needs me to be for them, because I can adapt, and I do adapt. Not that I can ever be exactly who anyone ever needs or wants me to be for them, but I can. I am flexible and a bit versatile, and I do accommodate. So again, blessings and curses. So it's just so strange to me why I have so much difficulty with any sort of social. Well, I mean, I understand, I guess, but it's like I see other people; they don't seem to have. I mean, it's like even autistic people manage to, like, how do they find people? How do they meet people? How do they have conversation and introductions? And I guess they have to want it, for one thing. I know I want communication and conversation and some sort of emotional relationship. But if the other person doesn't, then there just isn't. And there's nothing I can do about that. So the person I'm interested in, as far as I can tell, does not want conversation, does not want communication, does not want an emotional involvement of any kind. Not a serious one. Doesn't appear to be, because we aren't really talking, or it's just an awareness, basically. Yeah, I exist, I'm doing what I'm doing, they exist, they're doing what they're doing, but there isn't much overlap or cooperation. So yeah, it's like it can't end because it never began. And it's like living in an uncertainty of a purgatory, a quasi region of the metaverse. And it's like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I just drop them? Or hang on tight? And there's no direction, no clear direction. Maybe there's hidden signals or secret signs, but I don't notice them. So whatever is being shown or so said, if anything, it's like, I don't get it. I am not a mind reader, and I'm not a fortune teller. So, and not that any of these ever get seen. I'm used to that, and that's a good thing. It leaves room for me to just talk about whatever. And there's no chance or, I mean, my intent and motivations, and I've made it clear. But yeah, I can't really, go any farther. So if nothing changes, nothing changes, basically. And I do care for them, and I would prefer them to, find whatever it is they're looking for, even if they don't know what it is. And if it isn't me, okay. But probably if they did all of a sudden meet somebody and there's like, swept off their feet, and they finally meet somebody that is already what they're looking for. The environmentalist, the conservationist, the eco-warrior, the vegan, the patriot, the activist, all these things that I'm not. I'm just not the environmentalist of their dreams. Just like for the people around me in my recovery community, I'm not the alcoholic of their dreams. I am just not right. I'm okay at being myself, though. I've got that going on. as much good as what that does me. And I still, like I said at the beginning, it's like I manage somehow. It's kind of pathetic. It's kind of sad. And it is definitely lonely. But I've just gotten used to it. And I just deal with it. And I just hold on. What else is there to do? If somebody knew, it's like I'd say help me, but there's no help. There is no rescue, except for the help I give myself and the rescue I rescue myself. Because no one knows. And whatever help or rescue is, it's like, I have not met the person who I am looking for. I have not met the person who can be or wants to be the person that I want or need them to be for me. That role in my life is unfulfilled. And I don't fill that role for anyone. Try to a couple times. I really have tried to be or to investigate, interview almost for those roles with a few people, but just always not right. Lacking in certain quality and aspect. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. It just means it hurts. That somehow I am just so weird that I do not translate into this society thing. Of course, I don't meet very many people, so that doesn't help. I'm very reserved and cautious and sad. So it's like I'm not hyper energy extroverted introvert or introverted extrovert. You know, I don't sell myself. I don't advertise myself. So none of these things. I don't promote myself. None of these things help my situation. And as far as this is concerned, it's like, wow. So none of this should be taken, if it were, the context of this is I am just beat down by life from time to time, and it is hard, and it's like I don't wish this sort of feeling on anybody, and there's no one to blame, and there's no one at fault. It's all me. And I'm the only one that is accountable and responsible for me. So it's like what I choose to involve myself in and participate in, that's mine. No one's asking me. No one's invited me. If I disappeared, it would be a while before anybody noticed. And then it would just be like, huh, what happened? Even if I was thought of, it'd be like, it'd just be, what happened to that guy? So a living ghost, basically. So anyway, I hope no one ever watches this one, because I laid the truth out for where I'm at today, May 2nd, 2022. And tomorrow will be a different day. And so anybody that looked at this is in the context of right now. It doesn't go farther than this. But that's how I feel. And I might not be right, but I cannot be wrong. And I won't be told differently that my feelings are wrong, or my feelings are bad, or my thoughts are wrong. And it's like, no, this is accurate. This is up to the minute right now, and that's a good thing. It sucks. So this is the best of me. This is the worst of me. Hello.